How's it going, everybody? My brothers and sisters through devotion. It's Yopstick back here with another video. Today, what I'm going to be talking. I want to be talking about common misconceptions about who La Santa Muerte is. Right? There's a lot of negative connotations around her. People tend to speak negatively of her, right? And I want to clear that up a little bit about who she is, really. Just debunk some lies. And, hopefully, if you're considering coming to her, this video will clear up any questions you may have and help you make a more informed decision, right? If y'all got anything y'all want to say, leave a comment below. If y'all have any suggestions on my next video, y'all leave that down there too. Please like, subscribe. Let's get straight into this video. The first misconception I want to talk about is that she is satanic or devil worship. And no, right? No, she don't work with the devil. So like she doesn't work in cahoots with the devil or let's try to trick people. No. Death is something that comes to us all. So something like that is not like devil worship, right? The devil is the devil, death is death, right? And it don't make sense to worship two different things, right? They're two different things. The devil is the devil, Santa Muerte is death, right? And death has been around forever. And, it comes to all of us. It comes to all humans. And, it's something that we all should come to understand within our lives at some point, anyways. Death, because it's a natural human experience. And people tend to fear death because they don't know what comes after. You know what I mean? And a lot of times because of that, they like to call it evil because it just makes them feel better, right? But when we come and devote ourselves to her, we come to understand that's not true, right? Just that narrative is often pushed by Christians, by the Catholic Church. They associate death with being evil. A lot of the time, that's the way Christians teach it. But when we come to her, she reveals herself to us, so we know who she is, and we know, because devotion is personal and unique to everyone. You know what I mean? Devotion to her is gonna look different for everybody, no matter what. So it's something that you gotta come to figure out for yourself. You know what I mean? It's it's not evil. It happens to everyone. And if you seek her, she will reveal herself. My next misconception I want to get into is she's only she's a narco saint, or she's only for narcos or criminals or the cartel. And yes, while the cartel is typically worship her big time, she's not only for them, right? That's she doesn't only want drug dealers to succeed. She wants all her children to succeed. And a lot of times her devotees look more like you or me. You know what I mean? Normal everyday people, normal civilians that just, they, live their everyday life, have a family, you know, go work, go home, and a lot of times that's more or less who the people that pray to her. They're praying to her for protection. Maybe they live in a bad neighborhood and they're just praying for protection, so to from protect them from all the negative shit going on outside. You know, and like I was saying, death comes to everybody. She doesn't discriminate and she don't judge, right? While she does accept gang members and criminals and cartels, she also accepts everyone else, from the wealthy to the poor to the homeless to the gangbanger, right? And everything in between, she accepts. because one day we're all gonna die, and she's gonna come and see us on our last breath, right? And so that's why she accepts us all, and especially those types of people that are in that gang life or in a lifestyle where they're facing death on the daily basis, right? A lot of times she does accept them because she'll protect them in that situation. You know what I mean? She protects people that stare at the face of death. You know, and regardless of your lifestyle, of course she wants the best for you. If you're in that type of gang violent lifestyle, she wants you the best for you to get out of it. You know, like from my experience, I was in that type of lifestyle, and she's the reason I'm not today. You know, honestly, she's the reason I'm not today. She's the reason I'm sober today. You know, and I'm so grateful for her for changing my life. And that's the thing is, even if someone were to come to her and they don't change their lifestyle, she still loves them and she's still gonna protect them no matter what in that situation. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, just because you're a gang member don't mean you're not gonna die. You know what I mean? Just because you're a cartel don't mean you're not gonna die. Just because you're wealthy don't mean you're not gonna die. And she's gonna be the one that takes us to that place to judgment, right? And no matter if you're good or bad, that's why she accepts anyone who comes to her and gives them the chance to know who she is and have a relationship with them. You know what I mean? But it's up to us if we choose to accept that and to build that relationship with her and to nurture it, right? Next thing you need is so we can have a deeper understanding of who she is. Because I may be able to answer certain questions, but I don't know everything. She will reveal herself to those who seek her out. I promise you. My next point I want to get into is she is a Catholic saint. No, she is not. Right? No, she is not. She's not a Catholic saint. She's not officially canonized. She's not officially recognized by the Catholic Church. But many people that consider themselves Catholic turn to her, especially for when they feel like God or the other saints isn't answering them, or when they have a request that the church may feel like is sinful or fleshly, right? They turn to her for those types of requests that the church looks down upon because she does not judge. Death comes to us all. It doesn't discriminate. It's not specifically for Mexicans. It's not specifically for whites or blacks or Indians or Persians, it's for everybody. And the church typically tends to demonize her because, she is death. And they associate death with evil. And specifically, the Pope says that, I believe Pope Francis said that she was blasphemous and anti-religious and all this stuff. You know what I mean? So they try their best to create separation between La Santa Muerte and the Catholic Church. They try their best to keep their images separate, right? But no, she's not a Catholic saint, but she's not bad. If you're curious, I suggest you seek her out, and she will reveal herself to you. Okay. My next misconception that I want to get into and debunk is, oh, you have to do black magic, you have to do hexes, and you have to do evil, or you have to give blood sacrifices, you have to sacrifice animals, or you have to give your own blood, or make human sacrifices even. No, 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 right? No. It's just simple as that. No. Granted, like back in ancient times, when the Aztecs and the Mayans and whatever Mexican indigenous cultures there were, they made human sacrifices, yes, and they made animal sacrifices, yes. They've been doing that since the days of the Bible and before. You know what I mean? Yes, like they do that, but today we're in a different time, and she's learned to evolve throughout the times. She's not stuck in the past primal. No, like she's learned to evolve with time. And that's one of the most beautiful things about her is that she's so versatile like that, right? That so many of her devotees go their entire lives without ever making a single animal or blood sacrifice or even a blood offering, giving your own blood, right? And it's not normal nowadays. And not that it's not okay, because sometimes, yes, she will accept it. But what you gotta understand is what you're comfortable with is how far she's gonna go with you, right? How comfortable you are with things is how far she's gonna go with you. She's not gonna push you past your limits. And not only that, most people never do black magic. People might do revenge and hexes or whatever, but a lot of times that stuff has to be justified. You have to have a good reason for to do that, for to do something to someone else. They have to have done something to you. You know what I mean? You have to be justified for it. And not only that, there's always consequences, spiritual consequences that you have to deal with for doing stuff like that. And if you're not ready to deal with it, don't mess with it because it can get dangerous. You know what I mean? It can get bad. It can get really bad fast. And if you're not informed on what you're doing, it can get ugly quick, you know? So she don't need you to do black magic. She don't need you to do evil. She is balance. She is justice. She don't need you to act on stuff for her. You know what I mean? But if you choose to do black magic, she will help you and she will help you with that, right? She will help you because she's versatile and she don't judge. You know what I mean? She's open like that. And if you want to take things there, she will tell you, okay, if you're willing to, I'll help you, whatever. You know what I mean? I'll help you and I'm gonna protect you. But sometimes she will tell you no. Sometimes she'll tell you no, like, no, you're not ready yet. Or if you are you like, come on, like, are you sure you want to do this? You know what I mean? But most devotees never do blood, they never do black magic. Like I was saying, like she's very versatile. She can be used for healings or she can be used to bring death. She can be used for love and to strengthen relationships, or she can be used to break them apart and destroy them. She's not one that judges. She brings justice and she brings balance, right? Giving blood all depends on you. If you're comfortable with it, like personally, I give my own blood every now and then, right? I poke my finger, I'll give her some drops. Maybe I'll give her a few drops in a shot of whiskey. I'll give it to her in a candle, or even sometimes I put it on her. I put it on her statue. And some people say, "Oh, like that's weird." You know what I mean? Like I've seen someone else say I've seen videos and talked to people and where they said that they did it and that they felt uncomfortable or that they felt like she was like like this is unnecessary, and that might be true for their relationship with her. But everyone is different. Some people do tap into that, and she does accept it from them. But at the end of the day, it all depends on how far you're or how much you're comfortable with. You know what I mean? She doesn't want to push you past what you're willing to do. So my next misconception that I want to talk about is praying to her makes you die or brings bad luck. No, right? In fact, praying to her usually does the opposite. You know, she brings good luck. She brings good fortune. She extends your life, or at least she protects you to make it all the way up until your final day. You know what I mean? Praying to her, yes, like praying to her. A lot of people live for a long time, you know what I mean? Like how strong your relationship is with her. and how well you take care of her. A lot of times, like people live for a long time and they be healthy, you know what I mean? But at least she promises to all every single one of her devotees is that that she will protect them until their time is up. You know what I mean? She will protect them until it's their final day. Because we all have a time set in stone already, you know, where we're gonna die. We don't know. We all have our time. And the least she's gonna do is make sure we make it to that day. That's one of the things she promises all her devotees. My next one that I want to get into is Santa Muerte followers are in an organized religion. No, you know what I mean? There's no churches or pastors, there's no temples or deacons or whatever, you know what I mean? Priests or whatever. Devotion to La Santa Muerte is unique and personal to each individual, right? It all just breaks down to us and her, right? That's basically it. So yeah, there is no churches, there is no pastors, there's not like a specific Bible. Devotion to her is personal and unique to each individual, you know. So it's just it all depends on you, you know, your relationship with her, what you're comfortable with in this practice, and you know how much you take care of her, of course. You know what I mean? Like it's different for everyone because not everyone does everything the same way. This practice is very open, and it all depends on your intuition and what feels right when you're doing things. What feels right to you? Because a lot of times that's what she wants you to do. Is what feels right. There's not like specific ways to do things. You know, it's not organized. It's not a religion. It's just devotion to her is a personal relationship with her. The last thing that I want to talk about is that she only grants evil or selfish requests. No, no, like no. You know what I mean? We don't only go to her when we want to kill something. In fact, that's more rare, especially nowadays. The most common petitions are protection of them, or protection of their family, or health and healing, or money for like money for basic needs, right? Their money for basic survival. That's the main petitions that people come to her and ask her for. Yes, and that's like I was saying earlier, she is very, very versatile. She's a very versatile saint. She's very versatile deity. So she will assist you in black magic or when someone wants to do malefic witchcraft, she will help you in that, you know? She will, but that's not all she's used for. She's used mainly for good. That's what people don't understand. Is she's used to do more good than she's used to do bad, especially nowadays in the time we live in today. When there's so much evil in this world, people just want some sort of protection. They want some sort of comfort. They turn to Our Lady and she gives them the rest they need. But yes, like people do ask for revenge, but it's something that has to be justified, right? It's something that has to be justified, and a lot of times, it's just it has spiritual consequences, man. It has spiritual consequences, and if you're not ready to deal with them, then it's best to just stay away from it. Like I was saying earlier, with the black magic stuff, it's not common, you know. One thing about her, man, is that she loves all her kids. She loves all her devotees. Everyone that devotes themselves to him, she loves them, man, and she's gonna protect you no matter what. And I would suggest if you don't know who she is, learn about her. If you've been feeling pulled, if you've been seeing videos like this, if you've been seeing skulls or her image and you feel drawn to it, like a tugging in your heart, or like you just know, I suggest, man, you do your own research, you look into it, and if this is something you want to do, if you seek her out, she will reveal herself to you. She will reveal herself to you, and she will show you who she really is and how much she loves you and how much she cares about everyone. Even not just her devotees, but everybody. Because like I said, death is universal. It's not specific to no one. Everyone's gonna die. And the more we come to understand Our Lady, she's the cool sister, the less we fear dying and the less we fear death. Bro, so that and the less we fear death, the better we can live our life. You know, without death, life wouldn't be beautiful. And yes, even now, sometimes I guess like I don't want to die. I don't want to die. You know what I mean? But and sometimes, yes, it still might be a little scary. But I know with her, I'm protected. I'm protected no matter what. She's gonna protect me until my last day, until it's my time for my soul to meet her, and she takes me to my final destination, man. But she loves us. She's a loving mother. One of the main things she's described as is a loving mother, and that's so true, especially for people that they don't got no one. No, mom is. She loves you, man. She'll take care of you, bro, and she's gonna protect you. She's gonna protect us, no matter what type of life we live, no matter what we go. And so my suggestion to everyone is to seek her out. Seek her out, and she will reveal herself to you. But yeah, man, I appreciate you if you watched this video. Megan, I strongly advise, man, if y'all are, you know, new to this channel or even just new to devotion to Santa Muerte, go check out my first video, man. That just gives a little more information about who I am, Yopstick, a little more information about who I am and my relationship with Santa Muerte throughout the years. I appreciate everybody that's been watching me watch my first video. If you like this video, leave a like, man. Please subscribe. And drop a comment. Drop a comment. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this video. If there's anything I missed. If there's any questions you might have, I'll respond to all my comments, man. I'll respond to all of them. So if you, yeah, you know, if you got any video suggestions, leave that below too. Anything you want to hear me talk about, you know what I mean? Help me, get myself to 50 subscribers, man. 50 followers. But I appreciate y'all. Y'all have an amazing day, amazing night, depending on when you're watching this and when the video's out. But yeah, man, I love you. Santa Muerte love you, man. Peace.